Vishu, you have done one class with me. You know that, what we do. What I like to do is in the first of the session, I like to do some random speaking exercises and then go to the next part in which we talk about the topic. Okay?
Yes,
So,
yes,
we are going to do exactly that today as well. And we are going to start with talking about some statements. I'm going to give you some statements on which I want your opinions. You just have to tell
yes,
me what your opinions are on those and just give me some reasons and examples for that particular opinion.
yes,
Okay?
yes,
All right. Let's start with, your dissertation topic only. You talked about the effect of mental health on, the effect of internet addiction on mental health. So, why don't you tell me how do you think the internet affects the mental health of young people?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, our mental health have different aspects like emotional and security, insecurity, overall adjustment,
Hmm.
and like there are many aspects, emotional stability and all that. So I think yes, internet truly affects the mental health of a person as
Hmm.
anger management is very difficult nowadays in people because we can see people get provoked easily uh, on any such small thing. Even brutal murder cases also are there. Daily, we read in newspapers cold-blooded murders news.
Hmm. Hmm.
So this this all is due to what content people are assimilating uh, through internet.
Hmm.
So negative content have negative impact on the mind of people, and the main reason I think that we control our device whenever we think we have to open this app, we have to see this. So actually, what is the device with us doing is that we have the choice. Always we do whatever we want. So whenever this is contradicted or restrained by something, opposed by something, this habit has been inculcated deeply into our mind of
Hmm.
doing the things with our own uh, convenience.
Hmm.
So what happened is if a person oppose us or so what we try is that no, you should agree with me because it totally happens all the time, the whole day. With on mobile, we can open anything. Like if the person don't inclined with our thoughts, then we feel very anxious, angry, frustrated. So this particular behavior and the power of tolerance has been decreased in people nowadays. So
Hmm.
all these are impacts of internet.
Right. Okay. Great. Good answer. Two things that I noticed. One is you started with mental health have different aspects, right? Mental health has, because mental health is a kind of a singular subject or a singular noun, right? So
Yes.
mental health has. Secondly, you said cold-blooded murder news. Either say we come across news of cold-blooded murders or cold-blooded, which is, this one is the better one, obviously, the first one that I said, or you can alternatively also say cold-blooded murders news. But it's always better to say the news of cold-blooded murders. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So great. Just work on that. Otherwise, all good. Okay. Next statement. Do you think should teachers be or should students be allowed to grade their teachers?
Students should allow to hate their teachers.
Grade, as in mark their
Okay.
teachers. Yeah,
Hate their teachers. Yes, ma'am.
grade like yeah, like teachers grade them. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Students should be allowed to give feedbacks to their teachers as well.
Hmm.
Uh, then only we will be able to know, and also the teacher can reflect the things and evaluate the things, their teaching methodologies
Hmm.
and process of teachings. If there is any flaw, they will definitely try to improve that, or they will be going to know about their strength parts in
Hmm.
teaching, which
Hmm.
other teachers can also also use. in their teaching strategies as well.
Hmm. Right. Okay, makes sense. Okay. On that note, we are going to go to our topic and speak a little bit about your family members. Okay.
Yes,
That's our topic for the day, introducing loved ones. So, why don't you start with introducing your family members? Tell me who all are your immediate family members.
so, ma'am, we are a close knit family,
Mm-hmm.
and in my family, my mother, father, two younger brothers, and my grandmother, we we all live together. These are my family members.
Right. Okay. So, can you tell me who is the family member with whom you share everything about your life?
Ma'am, my mother
Okay.
always,
Why is that?
because I think she is the only person I can share everything very comfortably.
Right.
And uh, younger brothers are young to me, so I generally don't share the much things with them. And like I can discuss about their perspective for few things,
Hmm.
but in general, I discuss and share the things with my
Right. Okay. Makes sense. Now, do you personally like to spend time by yourself or with your family?
mom both, because I think there should be an equal ratio for me, because I'm
Hmm.
a sort of person who loves to spend time with myself a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is 2 hours I need daily to reflect and evaluate the thoughts going in across my mind.
Hmm.
And also, I then when because that really charged me up,
Okay.
uh,
Hmm.
and then I'm able to give uh, uh, matlab, sufficient amount of time to my
Hmm.
family as well.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to. Okay. Let me first, before I read this out, I want to ask you about your favorite person in the family. So, could you tell me who is your favorite person? One. And number two would be what quality of theirs do you like the most? And would you like to have that quality within yourself too?
Actually, I like all my family members, but if I
Right.
have to talk about only one, then my mother only, because I think she has great endurance power, and I want to inculcate that tolerance and endurance in myself also,
Hmm.
because many times I get irritated uh, so quickly and rapidly, which I don't
Okay.
want,
Hmm.
and I would love to. I admire her quality of tolerance.
Right. Okay. That's great. All right. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to read a small passage to you, and then based on that, I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay.
Yes,
So and also do ask me the meaning of any word that you might not be familiar with. Okay.
yes, yes,
All right. Are you ready?
yes,
Okay. There exists a unique place in our hearts for the loved ones in our family. They offer us their unwavering support, understanding, and affection. Our parents guide and care for us, whereas our siblings are our partners in mischief. In addition to this, grandparents embrace us with much love and often protect us from our parents' anger. Our loved ones always have our back during both moments of joy and times of hardship. These connections with our family members, our loved ones, are a constant source of comfort and strength, making our journey through life more meaningful and beautiful. Okay?
yes.
Alright, was there any word you did not understand? Like unwavering,
Unwavering is, I think, unshakable, something.
unshakable, and movable, basically. Yes. Others
And
you understood. Something else?
the idiom phrase having the
Have a
back.
back. Right.
Having,
Having a back basically means someone is there to support you. Someone has my back. So someone is there at my back to protect me. So we often say this, that my friend has my back. So if something happens with me, happens as in someone, like I am basically blamed or whatever it is, I go through a crisis, someone would be there having my back. Someone would support me.
Always in my
Always.
rough and tough times also.
Yes, yes, always. Okay. Or I might say I have his back. That means I would support him through whatever. Okay. All right. Now, do you agree with what I just read? Do you think the family can be a safe space for everyone, including you?
I totally agree.
Mm-hmm. Why do you agree?
Ma'am, because whatever, whenever, there are a lot of mistakes we make, and sometimes we even talk rudely to our family,
Hmm.
but they enjoy the things and they don't mind uh, those things. And we know we have a back of our family always, and they will support us, and they will tell us our mistakes we are making
Hmm.
throughout our lives, or the strengthful things also we are doing. They because they know it matters for them whatever we
Hmm.
are doing, because family is the
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Then.
family is the only place where we get feedbacks and honest
Oh,
feedback. Even
that's
they,
a good point.
yes,
Hmm.
they will tell that no, you are at this place,
Hmm.
uh, thinking that we will become bad for her, or we will not be her ideal then. But
Hmm.
but we give honest reviews and feedback to us, so that uh, we lead on a good path of life.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. Okay. Great. Good answer. Now, tell me, like, did you grow up with strict parents, or were your parents easygoing?
Mm, my father is strict, and mother is lenient,
Okay.
so it is combination of both. I think father of everyone is strict, and I think this, because discipline is very must in a family,
Hmm.
and we can say that if one parent will be strict, then the children will be in discipline.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay, makes sense. But how did you handle maybe going out or something in a
Yes.
situation like this? Did you like not tell your father, told your mother, or how did you do this?
Whenever I have to go outside,
Hmm.
so my father is a businessman, so he is on shop.
Uh,
He always tell my mother that
tells. Tells.
tells,
Hmm.
tells my mother that if any way you feel that I'm confused in particular decision, you have to tell me.
Hmm.
So whenever I go outside, like for 4 days,
Hmm.
for days on a trip, so I take permission from both my father and mother.
Okay.
But if in a particular day I'm going to Delhi or somewhere else, or my college, my coaching, then I just told to my mother every time. I tell things to my mother that I'm going Delhi with my friends. I will be back by 5 p.m. Like
Hmm.
this. She also called me whenever when I reached in between, and by what time you are coming back. So this is the way I manage if I go outside.
Right. Right. Okay, makes sense. One thing is you said that tells I have corrected, and another thing is you said that my father is mostly on shop. It should be in the shop. Okay, in
In
the
the
shop. Yeah, on is above. So imagine your father sitting on the shop, not that inside, right? In the shop or at in mostly, not at. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good answer. Now tell me, I'm going to give you three types of families. Tell me if you understand what kinds of families these are, and if you know the meanings, basically. Okay. So one is an affectionate family, one is a dysfunctional family, and one is an estranged family. So let
Astringent.
N estranged, Estranged,
Ma'am,
estranged dysfunctional. Yeah, you're saying so.
meaning of estrange?
Estranged. Yeah, do you know or should I tell you?
Ma'am, please tell me.
Okay, estranged basically means alienated, like someone is not close anymore. For example, we say estranged father. That means the father is separated, the father lives by himself, alienated from the other members. Okay,
Okay.
all right. And the other two, do you know? Affectionate and what was the other one? Dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional means where all the things are messed up or sort of that.
Yeah, kind of. They're not basically functioning normally. That's what dysfunctional means. People are not functioning normally. All right. Otherwise, I think good. Okay, and what about affectionate? That's an easy word.
No, I am not clear about affectionate, like having sympathy.
Affectionate means very loving. So, like we say affection, right? Affection means love, care, all of those things. Okay.
So
All
I
right.
think in between affectionate
Hmm.
plus last word, de-strange.
Estranged. Estranged.
Estranged.
Yes.
Estranged.
Yeah.
Because my
Yeah.
father is mostly in shop.
Yeah.
So I think
Okay,
sorry.
so for this, we will particularly not use estranged. Estranged means something like, for example, the parents are divorced and the father has no contact or the mother has no contact. That's more like an estranged situation. Not necessarily that there has to be a divorce involved. Sometimes the father or the mother can be very like aloof, like they don't talk at all or they are very alienated. That is estrangement. Your father staying at the shop or working mostly is clearly not estrangement. Okay.
Then affectionate, ma'am.
Yeah,
Affectionate.
affectionate. Yeah, yeah. All right, that's great. Okay, now what type of family from this do you think is the most ideal? I mean, that shouldn't be a question, but still want to know your reasons.
Ma'am, affectionate family is the most ideal family.
Mm-hmm. Right, and why? Why do you think so?
All the members in an affectionate or positive and supportive environment will definitely
Hmm.
have deep impact on their mind and souls.
Right.
So, if a family is conducive environment will be there in a family,
Hmm.
and so the children uh, will be nurtured in a very supportive environment, and their mental health will be good. Also, the connections between all the family members will be in harmony. In harmony. So I think affectionate family is the ideal family.
Hmm. Right. Right. Okay, makes sense. All right. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what is the most important thing that your family has taught you?
Most important thing.
Hmm.
Um, my father always uh, tell me, tell me,
Tells.
tells
Tells.
me that be in giving mode and don't think of doing anything wrong with anyone,
Hmm.
and try to become a successful person in your life, uh, doing good deeds for others.
Hmm.
And my mother always tells me that whatever happened in your life, if there is there is any negative thing happened to you, like you lost you make loss of money or uh, anything negative, so you firstly have to come and told us immediately.
Yeah.
Never think that my parents will become angry and uh, they will abuse me or in they will say me negative things. So you have to
Yeah.
never think about that, but you immediately have to come and share whatever you have done, and you are most important. You are the whole world for us. So that's the thing my parents told me, tells me.
Right. Okay, great. And my last question to you is, would you choose a nuclear family or a joint family and why?
Mm, in between, in middle, the middle way, because
Right.
we were living in a joint family 10 years ago.
Hmm.
But I think the the way that by the time when the children grew up, they need space. If if the home is has been constructed in such a way, the first floor, second floor, that they can live uh, with good space, maintaining in relations as well as for children. So it's good to have a joint family. But if there is no space, and we have to be congested or adjusted in
Hmm.
one under the same roof, no first, second floor. So I think then I will consider nuclear family. But
Right.
grandparents should be there.
Right.
Grandparents should be,
Okay.
because
Okay.
it's very necessary in our life.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Good job. Okay. Now, final feedback. I think you have to work a little with articles and prepositions and also the tells thing. There, you are making some mistakes. Uh, Tense wise, I think it was pretty good. Everything was pretty in place. But you have to work a little on your articles and your prepositions. Yes, articles specifically, because sometimes when you're constructing sentences, some words are going here or there, so there needs to be a particular structure, so maybe work on that. Otherwise